I'd like to recognize UA Athletics Director Greg Byrne to present the UA items.
Good morning to everybody with the Compensation Committee. I appreciate your all's time and consideration of the two contracts I'd like to move forward this morning. The first one is for our women's soccer coach, Wes Hart, who's been here since 2015 and has built the program in a remarkable way to where this past season we won our first ever SEC championship in women's soccer, and we also made the College Cup, which is the equivalent of the Final Four for our program. And so we would like to add 2 years to Coach Hart's current agreement, take him through December 31st, 2027, raise his salary to $235,000 per contract year, which will put him fourth in the Southeastern Conference as far as salary goes. And it's something that we feel is very worth every dime because of the great progress he's made with our program and impact he's made on our student athletes and university as well. That would be the first one I'd like to have considered, and I could talk about the second one, or should we vote on that one first? Or I ask for vote on this one first.
We're going to consider both at the same time if you'd go ahead and present the second one.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So the second one is for our men's basketball coach, Nate Oats. We hired him in March of 2019, and we'd like to add 2 years to his current agreement, extend him out till March 14th, 2029. The first year compensation would be at $4.5 million with escalators each year in his contract of $200,000, which would make his annual average compensation over the course of the contract at $5 million. This would put him fourth in the Southeastern Conference and would also put him in the top 10 contracts in the country. And we all know the excitement around our men's basketball program right now, and certainly appreciate the consideration of securing Coach Oats for many years to come.
Trustee Wilson.
Coach Burns, could you please tell us what Coach Oats' buyout clause would be under this new agreement?
Yeah, thank you, Trustee Wilson. So if he were to depart in the first year of his contract, Coach Oats would owe the University of Alabama a $12 million buyout. In year 2 of his contract, it would be $10 million. In year 3 of his contract, it would be $7 million. Those first 2 years especially would be one of the highest buyouts in men's college basketball in the country. It shows a great commitment by us for what we're offering from a contract standpoint. It also shows a great commitment by Coach Oats that he wants to be at the University of Alabama, which we think is a great testimony on his part as well.
I agree with that, and I thank you for that information for everyone to hear.
Do we have more questions? Trustee Simon.
I do have a question. Greg, would you mind commenting on how effective Coach Byrne has been on the recruiting? I'm sorry. Thank you. How effective basketball recruiting has been?
Yeah, Coach Oats and his staff have done a wonderful job of being on the forefront of recruiting in our conference nationally. They've done a wonderful job since the day they got here of identifying young men that we thought would be a good connection with our program. And recruiting is something you have to be committed to every single day. We've certainly seen that with Coach Saban in our football program, and I certainly see that same commitment on a daily basis with Coach Oats, and to be able to identify, build relationships with the young man, his family, and the people around him. And very proud of the job that they're doing day in and day out to continue to move that forward for our program.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you, sir. We have a motion and a second. Since there's no further discussion, we'll take a vote. All in favor of approving the 2 UA items, say aye. Opposed, no. The items are approved. There being no further business to come before the committee, we stand adjourned.
Thank you.